Hi, I'm Ella, and if you're new here, welcome. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that I tried to make this a safe space where we can take a breath, take the pressure off, and talk honestly about life, work, and everything in between. Today, I want to talk to you about something that happens to all of us, even the most organised, colour-coded calendar types among us. And that's losing momentum. It's that feeling when everything suddenly feels heavier, a bit slower, or well, you just can't be bothered. Maybe life has been a lot lately. Maybe your energy's been up and down and you're not sure why. Maybe you've been putting so much into everything you're doing for everyone else that you've just run out of steam for yourself. If that's you, you're in the right place. Let's walk gently through some ways through this. Okay, first things first, you're not broken. You're just human. Momentum is not a personality trait. It's not something you either have or you don't have. It's a fluctuating state in all of us, and it responds to what's going on in our lives and around us. You're not meant to run at full speed forever. Even machines get switched off occasionally. And yet, we talk to ourselves like we should be able to keep going endlessly, regardless of what's happening around us, whatever the season, whatever bugs we might have been fighting off, or however much sleep we got last night. So if you've been stuck in a loop of, oh, I should be doing more, or I've wasted so much time, or I just need to get myself together, then I want to say to you now, ask yourself, tell yourself perhaps, pause, take a breath. It's not a character flaw, it's actually a signal. So let's start looking at why it slipped compassionately. When you lose momentum, the knee-jerk reaction is to blame yourself. But blame doesn't get you moving, it just makes you feel even worse. Compassion, on the other hand, it feels supportive. It allows you to find a way forward. And that's really what we want out of this. So instead of asking yourself questions like, what's wrong with me? Try asking instead, what's been going on in my world lately? Be curious. Why might this be happening? Maybe you've been juggling extra responsibilities. Maybe you've been emotionally drained by something that's going on in your life. Maybe you've been fighting off viruses or caring for others who have been fighting off viruses. Maybe your focus has been kind of pulled in like 10 different directions because it's coming up to a festive season or a birthday and there's all these extra things to look after. Or maybe you just need some rest and your body is kind of politely saying, nope, not today. You haven't got space for momentum. There's always a reason why we lose momentum. And I can tell you now, it's never laziness. I just don't believe in it, but that's a video for another day. Once you understand the reason for your loss of momentum, you stop fighting yourself and you can start supporting yourself to get through it. Now, a lot of people will try to get back on track with a big dramatic plan. You know the one. From Monday, I'm going to overhaul my life. I'm going to drink smoothies every day. I'm going to run 10K, apply for 5 jobs every day, reorganise the garage, start journaling at 5 a.m, meditate, and become a better person before lunch. And yet by Monday, at 9:07 a.m, you're done. Because coming back from a dip requires small steps, not big heroic action. We can't click our fingers and everything is sorted. So instead ask yourself, what is the smallest possible step that I can take that moves me in the direction I want to go? Not the perfect step, not the impressive step, just the next small one. Momentum doesn't return with a big bang. It returns with a whisper. And if we try to create it in a big bang, we may well find it disappears in a puff of smoke just as fast. Here is what I suggest you do, therefore. Choose one small thing. That's where we can anchor your momentum again. Because whilst clarity can create calm, action can create energy. So just one thing, just one. Make it small enough that even your low motivation version of yourself can achieve it. Some examples might be writing one sentence on your CV instead of saying, I'm going to redo my whole CV. Maybe opening a notebook you've been avoiding, just write one word. Maybe it's reply to one message that you've been avoiding. Or step outside for 2 minutes of fresh air instead of a 10k jog. When you follow through on these small things, you send a powerful signal to your mind. I'm someone who keeps promises to myself. And that is how momentum rebuilds, by evidencing to your mind that you can move forward. And finally, come back with kindness, not punishment. Getting back on track isn't about whipping yourself into shape. It's about finding your way back to the path that you want to be on. You deserve compassion in the moments that you're struggling, not just when you're thriving and we're celebrating. So today's invitation is simple. Honour where you are, support yourself like you would support a friend, and take one small step. You don't need to get everything done. You just need to get gently moving again. If this has resonated, please do subscribe and take a look at my website for some free tools that might help you reconnect with yourself when life feels heavy. And if you want some deeper support, my coaching and memberships are always open for you to explore. I'll link them below. Thanks for being here with me today. Let's get you moving gently.